Let's bring in Gerry Baker, editor-at-large of the Wall Street Journal and Fox News contributor. Gerry, always good to have you with us.
Thank you, Martha.
I want to actually quote this piece from the New York Times. What China wants in Panama, more trade, projects, and influence. It's by Vivian Wong, and she says in 2017, China scored a major victory when Panama cut diplomatic ties with Taiwan, the self-governing island that China claims is its territory, and recognized Beijing as instead. Panama had been one of the few countries in the world to recognize Taiwan as a sovereign state. So they are under the influence, clearly, of China, and Hong Kong operates ports on either side of the Panama Canal. What do you see changing here? What's going on?
Look, Martha, China's doing this all over the world. It's not just Panama, it's in Africa, it's in Asia, of course, its own backyard, and it's certainly in Latin America, throughout South America and Central America. Panama Canal is obviously extremely important. It's the most important waterway for the United States in the world. Huge amount of our goods go through the canal. It has strategic importance too. So everything China can do to get some kind of control over these places, it's spending huge amounts of money in many of these countries to give it some kind of leverage and maybe even to give it a bit of a chokehold, then it's going to do. And it is very interesting, as that report, as you said Panama was one of the few countries in the world that had recognized Taiwan, much to China's outrage, because China doesn't like that, and it's backed off that. So there's no question that China has been dramatically increasing its influence. Hong Kong companies control significant port facilities along near the canal. So this is a major significant threat to the United States. If you think about the Monroe Doctrine, if you think about what John F. Kennedy did with the Cuban Missile Crisis, this has been a long-standing concern of the United States, that having a major strategic enemy in our backyard here is a problem for us. And so what Donald Trump is trying to do is to address that.
Let's pull up this map just for people who maybe haven't thought about it in a while. When you look at the Panama Canal, going from New York City to San Francisco, or the reverse, 5,200 miles, takes 11 days through the Panama Canal. But if you don't have the Panama Canal, and just think for a moment, if China were to block it for any reason, suddenly it would impact trade tremendously around South Africa, which would take 27 days. That's 13,000 miles. What changes as a result of part of this deal? No more infrastructure projects with China and Panama. That's a big start.
Look, if we are in a long-term strategic battle with China, which we almost certainly are, then we do want to make sure that we protect our defense, obviously, capabilities, our strategic capabilities, but as you say, our economic capabilities. The Panama Canal is absolutely essential for that. Tell you what I find really interesting, Martha, about what President Trump is doing. If I'd said to you on the day of the election, Donald Trump's going to be spending so much time focused on Panama, Greenland, Canada, Mexico, you'd have said you're crazy. I think what he's doing, he's focused very hard on this hemisphere. These are the challenges. He knows that China's building up a strong presence in Latin America. Panama's part of that. And he's building up U.S. ability to deal with that, to deal with the threat from this hemisphere. It's his first priority, and it seems to be setting the tone for his administration.
I mean, it feels exactly right. As an American, it's like, China did the reverse. China built influence in Greenland. They built influence in Panama. And it's quite clear now that attention's being drawn to it that they did that for a very strategic reason, and that now Trump wants it back. So it's a fascinating move. And it's interesting to see Marco Rubio out of the Senate and in his job as the Secretary of State, working down there today on his first big trip. Gerry, thank you.
Thanks,
Always
Martha.
good to have you with us.
Thank you very
so much.